Welcome to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast, where it's all about getting real around all things coaching.
And what we know for sure is that what got you here won't get you there.
You can't see the spinach in your own teeth.
And finally, hang on, because this one's really deep. Once you realize that you are the traffic, everything makes complete and unadulterated sense.
And we're on. And I didn't get the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm still here because you know why, Jen?
Tell me why, Kara.
I am accountable to do what we say we're going to do, when we say we're going to do it, how we say we're going to do it. But I got to tell you, the how is a little loose, so we're going to play with the how today. But today is about accountability and why it's important. And, you know, a lot of people don't even get what it is. So we're going to talk about why it's important, what it actually is, and who it starts with. I feel like that should be a riddle.
I love it. This is actually going to be the theme for the entire month, right? So we're going to be looking at accountability and results. And it's true, Karen. It's about how it's about doing what you say, when you say you'll do it, how you say you'll do it.
Correct.
Did I do that right?
You did. And I think that it's really, really important. It doesn't matter if it's yourself or with the teams you're working with or the people that you're coaching or whatever. Accountability is really important. And there's a myth. Well, there might not really be a myth, but I'm going to say that there's a myth that people just kind of hope accountability happens. And you know what, Jen? Hope is not a strategy.
It's not. So, okay, let's talk a little bit then and break this down. So, accountability, and we're talking about, when we think about accountability, there's sort of a three-pronged approach, right? So one is, as coaches, you hold your clients accountable. As working with teams or being a leader on a team, it's about holding your teams accountable. And then there's also the self-accountability factor, what we call the looking in the mirror, and how do you hold yourself accountable?
You know what, Jen, I think, though, that's really important, and I'm going to do a little bit of challenging you on this.
Me?
I'm going to challenge you.
I'm shocked. Go ahead.
But I got to tell you, I don't feel like, and it's probably could just be the way you worded it, but I don't feel like we hold our clients accountable. I feel like the work that we do is so important and so earth-shatteringly changing that our clients, our teams, and the people that we work with hold themselves accountable, right? We're not, like, because we don't want to create that really weird codependency thing. We want to create people that are strong and powerful, can make decisions, and hold themselves accountable so we don't even have to do that.
100%. Right on track with you. It's not about us babysitting anybody or being in a sort of hierarchy kind of relationship at all. But it's basically partnering with people so that they feel empowered to be accountable. Fair enough, Karen Sullivan.
Well, thank you very much.
Challenge explained. Go ahead.
And I think that a big part about this is just understanding, because that is a great segue. Accountability starts with you. Doesn't matter if you, like, you know, mom, pop, you. Doesn't matter if it's you as a leader. It all starts with you. And it doesn't have to be like about a culture of an organization, right? You need to model the behaviors that, you know, if you are in a leadership position, the behaviors that you want people to kind of go by. But it's really about, how do you take ownership? And how do you really get solid on your commitments and meet those commitments? Because you need to make sure that you're walking your own accountability path.
Yeah, so true, right? So it's about walking your talk. How often do people get frustrated with other people by them not following through, them not meeting their deadlines, them not having clear communication, whatever it is that is being viewed. And then perhaps as individuals, we're not modeling the way.
Yep. And it's funny, Jen, that just kind of made me think of, like, accountability is in everybody's job description, even if you don't have a job. right? Because accountable, like you need to be accountable just to life, right? To doing what it is that you say you're going to do, whether you're taking care of kids, whether you're not taking care of kids, whether you're at work, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that big thing is like everybody needs to be accountable to themselves, not like just other people. Are you raising your hand, Jen? I will call on you and just go.
Well, no, I was just going to say, like, even as a coach, what are we accountable for to our clients? To show up on time, to challenge them, to hold their agenda, to be able to partner with them. So you're right. It's everybody has accountability in their job description of life.
Absolutely. And then the thing that's funny though is that they wouldn't write that in a job description. But if you, but thinking about, I would venture to say most successful people are accountable, like to doing what they said they're going to do, how they said they're going to do it, when they said they're going to do it. And the big part about this, though, Jen, it's not a one-time thing. This is like all the time. And I don't mean like it needs to get exhausting, but it really is. It's not a one and done kind of thing. So really trying to find opportunities where you can continue to be accountable, because then it's kind of like stretching you.
So true. Very, very true. And it's interesting because I find that a lot of times, I'll just talk about myself, right? That I love accountability if I'm actually doing the work and the action. I don't like accountability when I'm not so much doing the work or the action, right? So sometimes I can become super selective on what it is that I want to be accountable for and what I want to be accountable to. So it isn't just a one-time thing, but it's interesting. So you sort of have to say, if you have selective accountability, what is it that you are trying to avoid by not being 100% accountable?
Yeah, that's a great point, right? And because it's easy to be accountable to the things you like to do. Sometimes not so much.
So I think that to end this particular episode on it, it's about asking yourself, what is it that you want to have? Where do you want to have more accountability in your life? What does walking your talk in that particular area look like? How can you stay consistent with your own accountability? And those same questions can go for the people that you're coaching as well, to find out what their relationship to accountability actually is. So on that note, Karen, I think that's it.
Let's wrap it up, Wiley. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast. Craving more in-depth discussions? Check out the Get Real Inner Circle with our no BS in-crowd of coaches.
Join live coaching discussions, breakdowns of coaching calls, and have some fun while you're at it.
You're going to want to go to kickstartyouredge.com/inner circle. It's time to get real.